Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about a friend of mine. He's no longer here. Very famous guy. He's the artist that was formerly known as Prince. And here's a story that he told me when I asked him a simple question, and I got a very profound answer. The question I asked him is, how did you get where you are? And this was like 30 some odd years ago when I met him. I used to be a studio musician and I don't know. I had aspirations of being a rock star, some accord, but that didn't happen for me. Um, the reason it didn't happen is really based on the story I'm going to tell you, what he told me. Now, when he was young, and I mean teenager, 14, 15 years old, uh, he had always been involved in music in many ways, and he picked up different instruments and he would really master them. He would put hours in on each instrument. The last time I heard, he could play fluently 31 different instruments. I actually won I think $1 million bet with one of these talk show guys. I can't think of the guy's name now. But proved to him that not only could he play, but he can play them fluently, intelligently, not just mess around and get a few chords here and there, that he actually could play these things. And it was really an amazing demonstration. And I tell you that story so that you understand that successful people really come down to six attributes that you live. If you can encode this into your being, you will always be successful. The first thing you got to realize is number one, favor fortune favors the brave and the bold. And that speaks for itself. If you're not willing to go out there and go get it, it's not going to come to you. It's not going to fall out the sky. Talent is one thing, but creating opportunity, creating vision, creating presence is all about being brave and bold and putting yourself out there. Um, the other thing I learned is that money favors speed. So many people lose out on so many opportunities simply because they don't move. They procrastinate, they overanalyze, and by the time you decide to do something, the opportunity's passed. It's left itself. Some of the recent things I can think of where this applies, Bitcoin. If you'd invested in Bitcoin as little as 5 years ago, really during or just before the pandemic, if you would have invested $10,000 in Bitcoin, uh, you would have saw millions accumulate in that time if you did nothing else but just hold on to it. That's one of those things. There are a lot of them out there. I'm not going to go into cite different examples because I'm going to get to the 6 points that I want to make. The best investments are the investments you make in yourself. That's number three. Always bet on yourself. You'll never go wrong. You may not become as successful as you intended to be, but chances are you're going to have a moniker of success that you're going to be satisfied with. The fourth thing is successful people always figure a way to keep moving forward. That's very important because the universe, the world, they want you to prove, God, I don't care what you want to call it, but you need to prove how badly you want it and you're willing to do anything it takes to get to that point. If you're not willing to do that, you're not going to make it. You're just not. It's just the way it works. Success. Number five is you only fail when you decide to quit. That's why most people are failures. Uh, I did a video months ago, maybe may have been a year ago, but it was we were talking about success and why some people are successful and why some people fail. I could give 100 people $100,000, and basically maybe three will double that and turn it into something. Most people will fail. They're simply going to fail because number one, giving you $100,000 is not going to ensure anything except you got $100,000. And based on how you utilize that is going to determine where you go. those same three people, we can say $100. Just think how insignificant $100 is at this point. But creating $100 and doubling it every day, it amounts to millions of dollars within a year's time. The trick is figuring out what device, what methodology, what product, what course, what idea, what investment you have that's going to do that for you. Bitcoin is another great example of that. And last but not least, enjoy the journey. Your mindset, your attitude, how you approach things, how you react to things, how you deal with your successes, and even more so, how you deal with and overcome your failures is everything. Now, that being said, I want to offer you the opportunity to learn what I've known. I'm 61 years old, born in 1964. And these are things that I've acquired a vast amount of knowledge about business, people, what sells, what doesn't, why it doesn't sell, what do you have to do to make it sell? Because you live in a world where you literally can make $1 million selling dirt. Dirt. You hear me? Dirt. That stuff. It's everywhere. So that being said, if you like to learn how, I'd like for you to join my page. If you join my page, right now it's a new page. I'm waiting to get the first 100. Once I get the first 100, I'm going to start putting different courses that, 5-minute things you'll take your 5 minutes to learn, you master it, come back next week, you learn something else, come back another week, you learn something else. And it just becomes an accumulation of knowledge that will make you profitable in the world, regardless of what you're doing today. And you're probably going to learn out why some of the things you tried didn't work in the course of that. So that being said, I invite you to join my page, and I'll see you when you're on the page.